Hi, Thrifty Tim here with my with the reading update and TBR. Well, I did finish one book since last update. That book is Into the Teeth of the Tiger by Donald S. Lopez. This is non-fiction book here. It looks like a novel, of course, but what it is a memoir of Donald S. Lopez, who and he was a pilot with the Army Air Corps, which in 47 changed to being the U.S. Air Force. But this is in a campaign that a lot of people don't realize what was going on in this area, that we had planes. People know about the flying tigers, which there was a movie with John Wayne in it and stuff, and people know about that, and they were all volunteers. That's before the U.S. entered the World War II. Well, after that dissolved, after the U.S. entered into World War II, we did have planes, we did have pilots or have planes there in China, yet at different bases, trying to keep the Japanese from invading more of Japan than the northern part, which they were mainly in, and that I didn't realize it until reading this book, and it is very interesting. We didn't have any ground troops there, just air units. So and that's fighters and bombers both. And but and in there he tells about his flight training and all his flight schooling and stuff, and then the different things that he had to go through just to get over there and stuff, and then he talked a lot about telling some about some of their missions and stuff, and it's an interesting read. And after he retired from the Air Force in 1964, and he was an engineer with the Apollo and Skylab space programs, and in '72 he took over the aeronautics department at the Air and Space Museum at the Smithsonian. So it's an interesting read of that has a real good background and stuff. And so what I'm reading now is CSI Crime Scene Investigation. This is a book by Allan Collins. I'm not considering it as a series read for my series reading because I don't run across these books too often, but this one is Body of Evidence. It's by Allan Collins, and it's I'm on page 70 now of this chapter 4, and like in the TV show, how they have two different investigations going on at the same time for the shift. that they have in here, and so it covers both, switches back and forth between the two, so like in the TV show. And so that's what I'm currently reading. I'm having trouble locating a book that I'm planning on reading for the next one for the Tom Clancy series. I have it around here somewhere, and so I'm going to be looking more starting tomorrow probably. But and that's the book is Cardinal of the Kremlin. The other series book that I'm reading is Robert Crais, Stalking the Angel. It's a second book in the Elvis Cole Joe Pike series. So that's what I'll be reading next. And then after that, since I can't find the Cardinal of the Kremlin at the moment, I was also going to be reading this anyway. This is The Russian by Ben Coes. I had checked that this is supposedly in the series, but it's only book in the series of the places I checked at. So I'll be reading it since it's in a series of its own, you could say. And then after that, I'll be reading this. This is a serialization of the movie Hamburger from the 80s. So that's all I have for showing today. I'll be back hopefully on this next on this coming Monday for another reading update. So until then, take it easy and keep on reading.